Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Mets. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. Siggy here at Citi Field, and of course known as a pitcher's park, but this ballpark's gotten a little smaller over the years as they've changed the dimensions.
It's a different ballpark. It plays differently, and these hitters are really feeding off of it. You give the pitcher a nice little lead, and we see those players getting comfortable and leading the team to victory.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill here today, Luke Weaver. What do you look for here?
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball. Here's a high chopper. Tosses to first. And they get Turner for the out. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Johan Rojas.
Big time speed here, Boog. A guy with just terrific wheels and an absolute nightmare for opposing pitchers when he's on base. I mean, players like this who have elite speed, it's like disruptive technology on the base paths. Man, can't wait to watch him run.
Brandon Marsh, batting with one down, takes a strike. One out, base is empty. Line drive, that's a base hit out into left center field.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I got a ball, one strike.
Just missed.
Outside.
And here it comes. On a line, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw into third. He is safe.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
One away, runners at first and third. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Pete Alonso. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next pitch is outside. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
Good pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Two on, one out. And downstairs.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Wouldn't chase that time. Kyle Schwarber on deck for the Phillies. Runners are at the corners, one away. Right side, stops it on a slide. Lindor, that's one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. So no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Back here with my pal Siggy. And pitching in this game, Taijuan Walker. What do we have on him?
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
And the batter now, Francisco Lindor. That one pulled foul.
Well, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs.
Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Just off the outside part of the plate.
It's a good take.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Next offering misses down and away. The line to kick the pitch. To the right side. And he handles it himself for the out. Here's a Mets lineup now. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They definitely have a few free swingers in this lineup, hitters who want to be on the attack, and that's great as long as you got pitches in the zone. But if the pitcher's able to expand the zone, can be very difficult for an offense like this to get going. You've got to somehow draw some walks, put some runners on base so that when you do have those free swingers come up, you can cash in with some runs that are plated.
Drew Gilbert in the box now. No balls and a strike. Now 1-1.
1-1.
And another ball. One down, base is empty. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
Count.
The wind of the pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And there's the strike. Two outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
2 strikes.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Oh, the throw is wild. Now he'll turn for second. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a two-base error.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and he might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Francisco Alvarez.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently, more than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Man on second, 2 down. Dives, and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Mets strand 1. We played an inning. No score. Second inning set to go. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Kyle Schwarber.
Schwarber measures 6 feet even, 33 years old, and he's a 2-time home run derby champion. The pitch. Fastball for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Strike 2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
The pitch. And a ball evens the count. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Brett Beatty stands in for the Phillies. First pitch doesn't find the zone. One down, base is empty. Just off the outside edge, and the count is 2-0. No score here in the second. And there's a ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one finds the zone. Now 3-2.
3-2.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. Gone. A solo shot. Home run number 10 of the year. It's 1-0.
The count was full, but he was ready to swing it. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So 1 out, nobody on. Whit Merrifield now at the plate. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win.
That's a ball.
Ball 1 there. A little bit low. Weaver Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the second and final game of the series. Next offering is in for a strike. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Payoff pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And stepping in is the speedy Johan Rojas.
Counts 1-0.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Weaver over to first. It's low and gets away. The 1-0. In the air, left field. Nimmo has it sized up. Nimmo brings it in.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Harry Ford digs in now. Slice down the right side. Two outs.
One ball, one
It's
strike.
a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball one. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss as he was late.
One ball, two strikes.
One run across in the frame so far here at the top of the second. Fastball right back to the mound. And that is the third out of the inning. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's an early 1-0 lead. Major League Baseball is on the show. We head to the bottom of the second. And now Andrew Vaughn.
First baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
The wind and the pitch. That's in there. That's strike one.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That one is absolutely belted. You can kiss it goodbye. That'll fire up the dugout. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 1-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. That when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Ronnie Mauricio now. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
And a foul ball left side. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Takes it himself. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the home run. Now it's DJ Stewart.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
There's a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, the catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3.
It always looks bad when you go down looking at a fastball, but I think that one just froze him. When the first 3 pitches of the at-bat are all off speed and you fall behind into a 2-strike count, you might get into protect mode, and with that, you're probably not ready to pull the trigger on the fastball, and it can surprise you.
Next is the designated hitter, Luis Angel Acuna. Outside low, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Two down, nobody on.
Hey.
And that one missing low.
2-1.
Fouls one off. 2-2. The pitch. Got him. That's the inning. But the Mets get even on this solo homer. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Citi Field, on to the 3rd inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. Weaver back to work.
Yeah.
And that's in for a strike. Just misses. And the count is 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. First pitch misses. Tied up here in the early going. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Bryce Harper, and he's already singled in this game. That one inside, and it's 1-0. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And another ball. Missing inside. 3 balls, no strikes.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And the pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Marsh, the runner at second with 1 away. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And he takes a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the second and final game of the series. And that one fouled off. And a pitch. Ground ball to first. Could be 2. Lindor, that's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. The runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Trey Lipscomb. Here comes a pitch. Top of the zone for a called strike. There's a strike at the knees. 0-2 now. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of building his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So the batting order turns over. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. And there's the strike. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Ground ball, base knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. The timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it. There's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
And next for the Mets, Drew Gilbert. Struck out looking his first time. That's through there for a strike. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
On the ground, right side. Down the line, and it's foul. The pitch. Got him. And that is a big first out.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him off and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution.
And now, Brandon Nimmo. Fall off foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Lipska over at second. Lindor over at first with one away. Bounced up the middle. Toss to Alonso. 2 gone.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Grounded out his first time.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
And the first offering is not close. Two on, 2 outs. Hard ground ball, base knock. 1 runs in. Here's the throw to the plate. He's in there. It's 3-1.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives into a huge spot. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield, and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
2 outs, runner on first. So up next for New York, Andrew Vaughn. Just missed. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 5-1.
Gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
2 outs, nobody on. Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
2 outs. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That one missed. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 4 runs already in the frame here in the last half of the third. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. The wind of the pitch. That just misses, and the count's full. Swings through it for the K. He notches strikeout number 150 this season. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Kyle Schwarber. And he deals. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Left-hand hitter waits. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one away. So digging in, Brett Beatty. He's already homered in this game.
Brett Beatty.
And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Pitch misses, and 1-1. And a base hit right there. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Now back, second base.
Whit Merrifield up to the plate. Walked his first time. And it's fouled away.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
And a foul ball. Man at first, 1 away. He's down on strikes. And there are 2 down.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Rojas stands in now, looks at that one inside. Line drive, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
First and second, 2 down. And now for the Phillies, Harry Ford. Baden on second. Rojas at first. 2 out of the inning. The next offering misses, and the count even 1-1. Two on, 2 outs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two outs. stays alive. The 2-2. Makes the catch, inning over. Phillies leave a couple. They're down 5-1. Bottom four, and stepping in for New York, DJ Stewart.
The right field, DJ Stewart.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
The 0-2. Got him swinging.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. He keeps it down. It's just so tough to put wood on.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike two.
0-2 is the count.
The 0-2. And
Ball,
misses
that's
inside.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
On the ground to third. Whips it across. Already two gone here in the home fourth.
Now batting, third baseman, Trey.
And next for the Mets, Trey Lipscomb. Singled and scored his first time. That one catches the zone. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Just off the inside edge. Righty delivers. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The pitch.
Oh, that's inside.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that one upstairs. Francisco Lindor up next for the Mets. Kicks and deals. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a pitch. The right-hander gives up the two-out walk. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So all down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Lindor in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. First signs of bullpen movement here in the early going. Andrew Painter preparing to come on if needed. McGarry getting loose as well. Kicks and fires. Hit hard, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. Two on and two out.
Now batting.
And here is Drew Gilbert, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Outside, and that's ball 1. Lipscomb at second. Lindor on at first with 2 down. That's towards center. Rojas makes the grab, and that's the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Back here in Queens, ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Trey Turner.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Turner, in his 11th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he won the Silver Slugger at his position in the National League last year. And here it comes. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He sends it out of here. It's 5-2.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. And that's downstairs and outside.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The Mets leading by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's a ball and a strike.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
That curve drops in for a strike.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
That one way outside, and the count is even 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the right-hander deals. That one to first. Vaughn takes it himself, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
And now here is Harper. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
He was all over that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Here's Pete Alonso. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. This looks like extra bases. Around second is Harper. Around third. Relay throw home. He'll score easily, and it's now a 2-run game.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. This one high in the air to left center. Gilbert on his way over. He's got it. 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So up next, Brett Beatty. He's already homered here in this one. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Alonso is waved home. And he's out. Got down, and that ends the inning.
Bang, bang play at the plate right there. Outfielder needed no help. An absolutely perfect throw to get him right on the money. Excellent tag by the catcher. And the inning ends on an awesome play.
We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Good eye right there.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
This one in the air. Baden under it. Squeezes it. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That one misses in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Vaughn in the box again. Takes a strike.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Good eye in that spot. Up the middle. Gets it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Mets. And it remains 5-3. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Nick Wickred.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Whit Merrifield stands in for the Phillies. He's 0 for 1. The pitch. And the slider just misses. Action in the pen down there. Gregory Soto getting loose out there. Smith also throwing. And that one fouled off. And that's a little bit high. And it's 2-1. On the ground to third, Lipscomb. Sends it across to first. 1 up, 1 down. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And that's outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
The Mets leading by 2, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Trying to bunt his way on, and that's just foul. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Right-handed reliever. In the air, center field. Gilbert drifts towards it. Snags it for the second out.
Now back, the catcher.
And here's the catcher, Harry Ford. Hot shot to third. In time to Vaughn. And that is the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies 3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Andrew Painter.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets.
The second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
A wind in the pitch. Not even close there. And that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike. And the righty deals. Lifted in the air, right center field. Harper has a beat on it. And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder,
DJ Stewart up now for the Mets. He's been a great free agent sign. Wouldn't chase that time. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Christopher Sanchez, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. One down, base is empty. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Acuna having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Now a check swing grounder. Scoops it up barehanded, and that's a great play for the out. Back here at Citi Field, top of inning number 7. Trey Turner now.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And a pitch. Inside corner for a strike. 0-1.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
0-1. And that's in there at the knees. Good job to fight that one off. Next offering misses, and a count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Digging in, Brandon Marsh. Inside, just missed. One down, base is empty. In the air, right side. Stewart sizing this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The right fielder, number 3. Right.
Here's Harper now.
Harper.
Clips the corner, strike 1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. That one just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. Handcuffed him with that slider. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. They're still down 5-3. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. And stepping in for New York, Trey Lipscomb. And the pitch. And takes low for ball 1. Fastball for a strike. Righty to the plate. That one drifts inside. Just missed.
Ball 3.
Three-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Now up to him, Francisco Lindor. Runner on the go. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. Wouldn't chase that time. Next pitch is outside. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Lindor retired. 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Drew Gilbert.
So up next for New York, Drew Gilbert. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
That's outside. Ball 1.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw there. Safe.
Turned out to be a pretty good pitch to run on right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. That can be pretty tough for a catcher to reach down and grab it and then get rid of it quickly enough to prevent that would-be base stealer.
Left-hand hitter waits. Just off the outside corner. 2-2.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Got it by him for the K.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment and get back on track. His team needs him.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And it's second. And now 2-1. On the ground, out to short. Turner with the throw to first. That's the third out. Inning over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. A.J. Minter.
He's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. 1 for 3.
Pete Alonso.
The pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. Minter, a 6-foot lefty, 32 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul. And a pitch. Just missed. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. Into center. Under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, third base.
Brett Beatty stands in for the Phillies. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. This is off the inside. Ball 1. And another ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2-0. Out to short. Throws to first in time. And that'll do it. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now here is Francisco Alvarez. Painter back to work. There's a strike.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that skips into dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
The 1-2.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Bases empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's a laser base hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. That can be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball. But he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
And here is Ronnie Mauricio. Missed with a changeup. 1-0. Vaughn over at first with 1 away. And a good eye there.
2-0.
That one finds the zone. And a count 2-1.
1 strike.
On the ground, could be 2. 1 at second. Throw to first, safe. DJ Stewart up now for the Mets. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. First pitch, and he just misses. Left-hand batter waits. And he grounds one to the right side. And they put the tag on him for the out.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 43, Edwin Diaz.
Back here in Queens, all set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Phillies, Whit Merrifield. Here comes a pitch. Diaz, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. The pitch. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Kicks and deals. That one is upstairs.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
1-2 here. Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. He's 2 outs away. And digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. First offering, and it just misses.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately, you either have it or you don't.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's the Phillies catcher, Harry Ford. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. On the outside corner, 0-1. The tying run at the plate. Not close with that one. And now it's even 1-1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. Slider right there.
Doubled up on the slider away. Two-seamer here. Just watch and see.
Tying run at the plate. Chopped out towards short. Lindor. Off balance feed. There's one. And it's a double play to end it.
9-game losing streak. No one wants to get to double digits in that column. So to come out today, break it, win, get that good feeling back again, go into the clubhouse, turn up the music, enjoy it. Everything tastes better. You're going to sleep better. And you come back out tomorrow and you get another win.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. For Philadelphia, 3 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get in safely.